Newsmax wants to send one lucky couple on a 7-day Silver Sea cruise to the Caribbean this winter. The luxury cruise aboard the Silver Wind, the trip of a lifetime. You're going to love it. To win, though, you got to enter the sweepstakes. Visit newsmax.com/sweepstakes to enter newsmax.com/sweepstakes, and good luck to our viewers. All right. America's one step closer to having a single mega supplier of office materials. Martha Stewart's company stock is spiking with acquisition rumors. And we now have another reason to seriously question what's wrong with someone who doesn't like chocolate. Here's the Money Master, the editor for the Financial Intelligence Report here at Newsmax. Jeff Yastine joins us on MidPoint. And Jeff, I guess to close out the week, time to take a little profit on Wall Street.
Exactly. Wall Street backtracking somewhat, giving back some of yesterday's gains with that rally. The Dow losing 104 points. We have the NASDAQ dropping 17 and the S&P 500 losing 11 points. The big thing to look forward to is next week on Monday. We'll see yet another episode of this Greece situation where a whole bunch of ministers from the EU will meet and try to figure out if they're going to make some sort of counter proposal to the Greeks.
How big is this deal today where apparently the Russians and the Greeks agreed on a gas pipeline deal?
You know, it puts more pressure on the EU to come up with something. Supposedly the Russians, they said they have not discussed financial aid for Greece, so they're not coming in as an alternative lender, but they said they would consider it. So it just puts more pressure on a deal. I think the market is anticipating that.
All right, let's talk about a deal here at home. Office Depot shareholders voting 99.5% to basically be bought out by Staples. I guess that's good news, but the consumer will always say, wait a minute, you're taking out some competition here. Who knows what's going to happen?
You know, the thing here is that compared to, say, even 5 or certainly 10 years ago, you know, these companies are not the retail behemoths in the office supply sector that they once were. A lot of people were all used to ordering off of Amazon and other sorts of expedited conduits like that. So, you know, this thing's going to sail through. Don't worry about it. And the Office Depot shareholders and certainly the executives. One guy, the CEO, is going to make about $60 million in a golden parachute for 2 years of work, which isn't too bad.
I'm dying for one of those parachutes one day. All right, 60 seconds. Two things we got to cover real quick. Martha Stewart leaving Omnimedia. They're going to be bought. She'd been taking a dive stock-wise for quite some time, though, hadn't the company?
Yeah, this company, Martha Stewart Omnimedia, came public back in 2000, and on that first day of trading was around $42 a share. The news, supposedly from the Wall Street Journal, is saying that Sequential Brands, another publicly held company, is making a bid for the stock. The stock is up about 40% to around $7 in the last couple of days. It's possible this thing is going to go through because, again, there's just not much activity, and the company is slowly losing its relevance unless somebody can put more money and more capital into it.
20 seconds. Hershey's cutting 300 jobs. Darn those Chinese for not wanting to eat more chocolate.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. In China, eating chocolate just isn't the thing that it is in Europe or here in the United States. Hershey made a large bet on that, and the bet's not paying off. So they're having to retrench. They're going to take some large charges, around $120 million in charges, lay off 300 people, and sort of figure out how to develop a plan B.
Yeah, they're going to save about $70 million in pre-tax savings. I'm not feeling bad for them whatsoever. Reminder once again, go to Newsmax.com, click on Finance. Jeff Yastine and the team are there 24/7 for all your money needs. Jeff, thank you, my friend. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, question now for our viewers. Who are you supporting in the Republican primary? Tell us online in Newsmax Republican Primary Poll. Vote online. Go to newsmaxpolls.com. Tell us who you are supporting. Some of the results are in right now, and some might think this is a little bit surprising. Ted Cruz, 18%. Ben Carson at 15%. And look at this, Jeb Bush. But then again, he did just get back really into the race, okay? Everybody else in single digits. But you can still go to the poll and tell us whom you are supporting. And then, of course, we'll talk about it here. Let's talk about some more. Coming up next, one CEO who is set to pay the tuition for his employees' kids. There is a hitch, but you might change your career. Next on MidPoint.